I'm Allan Behm. I was, along with Chris Barry, one of the original members of the board of Fearless and the inaugural Chief Executive Officer. The reason that I'm involved in Fearless goes back to the First World War, and it's only a few days since we celebrated the 100th anniversary of the armistice. My great aunt, Elsie, was a nurse through the whole of the First World War, initially in Egypt and then in France. She was at Ypres and she was also at Passchendaele. She came back from the war in 1918. She married. She had 4 children. And in 1927, she committed suicide, her youngest child being a mere 6 months old. She suffered PTSD. The uncle after whom I'm named, Elsie's nephew, was in the 2nd 1st Tank Attack Regiment and was on Crete. The fighting on Crete was amongst the most horrible fighting experienced by Australian forces in the Second World War. He came back in 1946 and he also suffered acute PTSD. My brother Lloyd was an SAS officer in Vietnam. He did 2 tours in Vietnam. He served on in the Intelligence Corps and then again in the infantry until he was medically released from the army in 1984. He died 20 years later of acute PTSD. I have 3 big personal reasons for supporting Fearless, and I'm sure you understand what they are.